Did you know that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of Yah? My goal is to bless you with the Word. Listen to it while you're driving. Listen to it while you're walking along the way. Listen to it when you lay down at night. Listen to the Word. Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 9 through chapter 30 verse 20. Today you are standing, all of you, before Yahweh your power, your heads, your tribes, your leaders, and your officers, all the men of Israel, along with your little ones, your wives, and your foreigners here with you in your camp, from the one who chops your wood to the one who draws your water. The purpose is that you should enter into the covenant of Yahweh your power, and into his oath which Yahweh your power is making with you today, so that he can establish you today for himself as a people, and so that for you he will be the most high power, as he said to you and as he swore to your ancestors, to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. But I am not making this covenant and this oath only with you. Rather, I'm making it both with him who is standing here with us today before Yahweh our power, and also with him who is not here with us today. For you know how we lived in the land of Egypt, and how we came directly through the nations you passed through. And you saw their detestable things, and their idols of wood, stone, silver, and gold that they had with them. So let there not be among you a man, woman, family, or tribe whose heart turns away today from Yahweh our power to go and serve the gods of those nations. Let there not be among you a root bearing such bitter poison and wormwood. If there is such a person, when he hears the words of this curse, he will bless himself secretly, saying to himself, I will be all right, even though I will stubbornly keep doing whatever I feel like doing, so that I, although dry, sinful, will be added to the water, righteous. But Yahweh will not forgive him. Rather, the anger and jealousy of Yahweh will blaze up against that person. Every curse written in this book will be upon him. Yahweh will blot out his name from under heaven. Yahweh will single him out from all the tribes of Israel to experience what is bad in all the curses of the covenant written in this book of the Torah. When the next generation, your children who will grow up after you, and the foreigner who arrives from a distant land, see the plagues of that land and the diseases with which Yahweh has made it sick, and that the whole land has become burning sulfur and salt, that it isn't being sown or bearing crops or even producing grass, like the overthrow of Sodom, Amorah, Admah, and Seboim, which Yahweh overthrew in his furious anger, then all the nations will ask, why did Yahweh do this to this land? What is the meaning of such frenzied, furious anger? People will answer, it's because they abandoned the covenant of Yahweh, the most high power of their fathers, which he made with them when he brought them out of the land of Egypt. They went and served other powers, prostrating themselves before them, powers they had not known and which he had not assigned them. For this reason, the anger of Yahweh blazed up against this land and brought upon it every curse written in this book. And Yahweh, in anger, fury, and incensed with indignation, uprooted them from their land and threw them out into another land, as it is today. Things which are hidden belong to Yahweh our power, but the things that have been revealed belong to us and our children forever, so that we can observe all the words of this Torah. When the time arrives that all these things have come upon you, both the blessing and the curse which I have presented to you, and you are there among the nations to which Yahweh your power has driven you, then at last you will start thinking about what has happened to you, and you will return to Yahweh your power and pay attention to what he has said, which will be exactly what I am ordering you to do today, you and your children, with all your heart and all your being. At that point, Yahweh your power will reverse your exile and show you mercy. He will return and gather you from all the peoples to which Yahweh your power scattered you. If one of yours was scattered to the far end of the sky, Yahweh your power will gather you even from there. He will go there and get you. Yahweh your power will bring you back into the land your ancestors possessed, and you will possess it. He will make you prosper there, and you will become even more numerous than your ancestors. Then Yahweh your power will circumcise your hearts and the hearts of your children, so that you will love Yahweh your power with all your heart and all your being, and thus you will live. Yahweh your power will put all these curses on your enemies, on those who hated and persecuted you, but you will return and pay attention to what Yahweh says and obey all his mitzvot which I am giving you today. Then Yahweh your power will give you more than enough in everything you set out to do. The fruit of your body, the fruit of your livestock, and the fruit of your land will all do well. For Yahweh will once again rejoice to see you do well, just as he rejoiced in your ancestors. However, all this will happen only if you pay attention to what Yahweh your power says, so that you obey his mitzvot and regulations which are written in this book of the Torah, if you turn to Yahweh your power with all your heart and all your being. For this mitzvot which I am giving you today is not too hard for you. It is not beyond your reach. It isn't in the sky, so that you need to ask, who will go up into the sky for us, bring it to us, and make us hear it so that we can obey it? Likewise, it isn't beyond the sea, so that you need to ask, who will cross the sea for us, bring it to us, and make us hear it so that we can obey it? On the contrary, the word is very close to you, in your mouth, even in your heart. Therefore, you can do it. Look, I am presenting you today with, on the one hand, life and good, and on the other, death and evil, in that I am ordering you today to love Yahweh your power, to follow his ways, and to obey his mitzvot, regulations, and rulings. For if you do, you will live and increase your numbers, and Yahweh your power will bless you in the land you are entering in order to take possession of it. But if your heart turns away, if you refuse to listen, if you are drawn away to prostrate yourselves before other powers and serve them, I am announcing to you today that you will certainly perish. You will not live long in the land you are crossing the Yarden to enter and possess. I call on heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have presented you with life and death, the blessing and the curse. Therefore, choose life so that you will live, you and your descendants, loving Yahweh your power, paying attention to what he says, and clinging to him. For that is the purpose of your life. On this depends the length of time you will live in the land Yahweh swore he would give to your ancestors Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov.